The fire scene is right over my shoulder there, but to give you some perspective, we walk over this way to show you the fire department is right over there. Marchers just starting to come into the gate right behind us. Let's show you the very orderly and peaceful process. Some of the stores around Wrigley are so packed it can be difficult getting through some of these aisles. Now, the business is also telling us that they're having difficulty unpacking items to put on display before they're sold. A very nervous but resilient Cubs fan base out here. Many of them, of course, focus at the big marquee over there. The party just starting. I got a feeling it's eventually going to end up on the streets. We'll throw it back to you in the studio. You could try to capture the tempo of this town. Attempt to take a photo.
Strikingly beautiful.
Of its heartbeat.
I'm looking for angles.
He usually gets, 50 to 100 pictures of him a day.
Yeah, it blew me away, actually.
But for all the pictures, beautiful or bizarre, one image stands out.
A dog walk itself on a leash.
Come on, let's go.
Oh my God. Oh, is he cute?
Like many golden retrievers, 9-year-old Sporty liked to carry something like a toy or ball in his mouth. But years ago, he instead began toting his own tether.
I insist on it. It's kind of a mutual thing.
His owner, David Duncan, adopted the former agility and championship show dog. Sporty has since taken his leash and his showmanship to the sidewalk as the city's unofficial fluffiest landmark.
He was in Chicago Magazine, he was in New York Mag.
You are an awesome dog.
He is a little bit of a local celebrity around here, yeah.
Duncan is quick to point out if anyone is uncomfortable with the retriever's reception, he's never too far away, and Sporty's strap goes back on.
No, you come on.
From 9 to 5, Duncan is an options trader.
I yell and scream all day.
Because of that, Sporty is as much a therapy dog for him as the canine is for all the strangers he greets.
He's everything. I don't know what I'd do without him. I really don't.
Hi, baby.
Or he spreads the love. He makes people happy, I just want to give him back, what he's given me.
A dog that walks to a different beat.
Oh my God, he's so cute.
Sporty may not own this river walk, but he's got a leash on it.
We're going to do this as long as he wants.
You stand strong.
The messages made their way into this Niles living community.
You are loved.
Strangers from as far away as Sweden offering support.
Stay strong.
For the legal battle, 68-year-old Marcia Wetzel is fighting against the place she calls home.
It's just unbelievable. It's just so hard.
Federal court documents filed by Lambda Legal say she was spit on, attacked, suffered a black eye while enduring the kind of verbal abuse and slurs we can't broadcast and she'd prefer not to share.
I'm embarrassed to repeat what's been said to me. I am homosexual. I am not ashamed of it, never was, never will be. And I loved a woman, and she loved me, and we raised a sweet son.
Wetzel called Judy Kahn her everything. They hoped to marry, but colon cancer took both Kahn and that dream away. About a year later, she moved to Glen St. Andrew Living Community, where she says a handful learned of her past, resulting in a present state of abuse that's neglected by staff.
I want it to be known what people are going through.
Do you think there's a lot of people like you in situations like this?
Yes.
On the day the lawsuit was filed, the facility issued a statement, quote, "Our community does not tolerate discrimination of any kind. We actively promote dignity for all."
You are an inspiration.
Wetzel appreciates the kind words some share, adding the only word she's focused on is justice.
You are a beautiful soul.
Lawyers for the living community are asking a judge to dismiss this case. We could get an answer on that late this year. In Niles, Jeremy Ross, CBS 2 News. Mother Nature played through this Palos golf course.
Bring your snorkel.
The resulting rain turned greens and fairways into waterways.
It's basically like a waterfall right now.
Maintenance worker Carl Pikett says 90% is flooded and it may take days before geese are replaced by golfers, meaning a slight chip to the business's bottom line. But it's the water hazard next to the golf course that some vehicles manage to maneuver through. The water impacting commuter and commercial traffic along Southwest Highway and 131st Street.
Half a dozen to a dozen businesses that are affected.
Elsewhere, cars cut through the pooling ponds on the pavement. Bumpers in Bucktown managing to keep above the waterline as debris clogs drains, creating city flooding pains.
This is amazing.
You ever seen anything like this?
Not this bad. This is the worst I've ever seen.
You bother with a putter, or you just bring a pontoon?
I think you're gonna need a pontoon.
Gary Ballickett plays this course. Now he barely recognizes it.
This is unbelievable.
For now, golfers like him will need to take a rain check. Cars nearby will need to take a detour.
If you're coming out to drive, I'd say bring a canoe.
And as long as that area looks more like a lake and less like a roadway, it will remain closed off. IDOT telling us to expect it to be shut down for the morning commute and possibly for the next few days going forward, though they'll monitor the situation.
This is surreal for me.
There are 78,000 miles on this Blues Brothers inspired ride.
The speaker on the roof is just a prop.
Owner Paul Andrews tells us about the 1974 Dodge Monaco sedan.
Coupe.
So this is the Bluesmobile we brought up here.
It was trailered more than 1,000 miles from Dallas, Texas by friend and East Chicago native Kevin Carroll. The Cubs and Blues Brothers fan needed it for the game of a lifetime
We deserve this.
and a moment to match.
Mary Elizabeth, will you marry me here?
You're so sweet.
Both were brought together by fate after cancer took each of their spouses. Kevin's late wife of 20 years, Heidi, passed away in 2010. Mary Buchanan's died of lung cancer in 2011.
I hope to spend the rest of our life with you.
Now a visit to Chicago with a classic car and a historic baseball backdrop marks a new beginning for each. Love took a road trip to Wrigley Field.
This is one of the best days of my life.